originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. A quick throw complete to Chark. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue. tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Lawrence. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Washington 21, Jaguars nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lawrence throwing quickly out for Chark. That catch good for only a couple. On play action, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Etienne, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain. That's
kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A give, running right, Etienne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. They'll try the left side with Etienne. A first down and more. Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Handoff running left is Etienne. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. That's caught by Hollister, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Sharp calls it in. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got it to Gibson. And all the way down to the 42. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
A handoff for Etienne. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jacob Hollister with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to a field goal. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out. The back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gibson again. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. But how does that affect the psyche? Am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. On third down, here's Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
running out of the gun with ETN.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Buying time to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. Well, he'll bring this one back to the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Caught on a slant.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Back to throw. That would complete to Dax Milne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending there for us?
You were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried?